So what we've done is taken the notes that we've learned over the last 10 years of doing OEMs and enrolled it into what we're calling TracerPlus Desktop for Publisher Edition. It's in our 9.1 release, and it's available only as a purchase license for the desktop. What it's going to allow our partners to do, and even some end users who are very concerned with their own branding on applications in larger organizations, is it's going to allow them to fully rebrand TracerPlus. So essentially the TracerPlus brand is gone and it's replaced with your own brand. The other thing it's going to do is it's going to allow you to offer a unique license per application. We actually allow you to create your own creator IDs, which will change the algorithm and allow your app to only be unlocked through your licenses. So if someone buys your app that you've spent a lot of time investing in and refined, and they go and for whatever reason they figure out that this is based on TracerPlus and they go buy a TracerPlus app license, or maybe try to do something else, that license will not open their application. The only license that will open their application is the license that you generate through your publisher system. It's got a built-in distribution system, so you'll see everybody licensed and what version they're on. And that's something new in 9.1 that's very powerful. So you'll actually see what version of project is being built on versus having to look through your files and see what was the last thing you built. We're also going to give you the ability to create a single-click CAB file. So those that use TracerPlus understand that most customers and resellers will have to install Publisher on their PC or use some sort of remote control tool to deploy the mobile applications to the handhelds. Also, the idea of offering a tryable application on your web is not as easy as it possibly should be. It's very easy to offer TracerPlus Desktop to developers on your website if that's your model and you're selling internal developers at organizations. But to offer a single install application without using TracerPlus was impossible. So now we have a single click CAB file that you can essentially download or email the app to someone that they can load on their Windows Mobile or Android phone or barcode terminal or RFID terminal. And they just click it and it installs. This eliminates the need for them to understand TracerPlus Desktop to even be aware of it. They'll just know that they downloaded this app from your website, it's got your branding all over it, and they have to go to you for the license. The only mention of TracerPlus in the entire app is what we do in our traditional OEMs, and we know this is not a big deal. We just put a Powered by TracerPlus deep in the About screen, just to, similar to Powered by Intel. So, that's the only mention of TracerPlus throughout the application. No TracerPlus phone numbers, only your phone numbers, your registration codes, and your pricing. So with that end complete, I'm just going to let Howie take over and go through the app, show you how it's all done, and then we'll open it up to questions and answers.
Okay, thanks, Brad. Yeah, I thought today for the webinar here I'd give you kind of a little bit of an overview of how the TracerPlus Desktop Publisher version works. As always, as I go through this, if you guys think of any questions, please feel free to type them away in your question panel at the end of the webinar here. I'll come back to the PowerPoint. But let me go ahead and hop out of the PowerPoint here, and I'm jumping over to TracerPlus Desktop. Now, like Brad mentioned, TracerPlus Desktop Publishing Edition is available directly within TracerPlus Desktop. And it's a new feature within the project settings. I'm going to actually just start from scratch here with a new project and go ahead and show you kind of how this works from start to finish. So within the project settings, there's a new section called Publish. And this is where you're going to go ahead and set up the kind of the branding of your application and deploy that to TracerPlus Desktop as you need it. Now, the initial configuration of what the forms look like, how they act, all of the logic built into those apps is done within your traditional TracerPlus Desktop tool. So what I'm going to do here is really quickly Let's call it Acme Fire Tracker. I'm really quickly going to create a TracerPlus Desktop project that is going to go ahead and do a fire extinguisher inspection. I'll make this really quick just to show you how this works. So we'll do an extinguisher ID. We'll do a location, pressure, and a date timestamp. Okay, so you're just as normal designing your TracerPlus Desktop forms around within the TracerPlus Desktop tool. And traditionally what you would do is once you're done doing this, you would go ahead and go ahead and deploy it to a regular TracerPlus handheld. So it would be branded as TracerPlus. It would have the TracerPlus.com website, supported TracerPlus, and all of that sort of stuff. But it would have your forms that you've designed embedded within that TracerPlus Desktop installer. So just the same way with the new publishing tool, you go ahead and just design your forms as you need them. I'll just really quickly customize this. I won't make it too pretty today. But you're really just doing as you normally do, designing these forms for the tool that you're kind of designing for the mobile handheld. So here you can see I quickly created a form for this application. Normally I would go up to Tools and Build Deploy, and again that's going to push it down to the device, but in this case I'm going to go ahead and actually brand this as my own. So what I'm going to do here is in the Publish settings, change the author of this application. I'll change the company name, let's say it's Acme Co. I'm going to change the website to the Acme website, acme.com, and a email address, maybe sales@acmeco.com. Okay, we can also go ahead and change the shortcut for the application. Now this is what's visible to the user when they're on the programs screen of the mobile device. So instead of saying TracerPlus, it's going to say Fire Tracker. For the application name, we'll call it Acme Co. Fire Tracker. Okay, you can customize what the shortcut looks like versus the actual name of the application. Excuse me. The next things we can do here is customize all of the images that kind of surround the application. So the launcher image, this is the image that they see when they're on the home screen of TracerPlus. Now typically that's going to be the TracerPlus logo up on the top of the application, but I'm going to go ahead and change that to be our Acme Fire App logo. Actually, I want to make this a bigger one here. I'm going to go with this Fire Launcher one here. For the company logo, this will be the company logo that's displayed on the splash screen when they first open the application, or on the Help About screen if they go to Help and About within the application. So go ahead and select that one there. For the application image, I'm going to select one of these Acme Co. This is the first image that is displayed on the form when you open up TracerPlus. So it's up on the top of the splash screen when it's opening, or it's on the Help About screen. So I'm going to go ahead and change that to Acme Fire App. And finally, there's the application icon. So this is the icon that's displayed to the user when they're on the Start menu of a Windows mobile device, or in an Android when they go to the Programs listing there, they're going to see this icon rather than the traditional TracerPlus icon. So I'm going to go ahead and select my Fire icon here and go ahead and hit Select. Here I can go ahead and set the revision of this project. Now this is deployed with your application. So you can see when you deploy these to end users, you can see what version they're running of your application. There's also an option here for saving the revision so that they can, so that every time you save this project, it actually saves the different versions automatically for you, that you can go back to a previous build of the application with the previous branding and project settings. So you have all of those saved within this project and can revert to them when you need to. So I'll go ahead and just name this as 1.0. Excuse me. The comment dialog here, this is displayed to a user when they're performing the install of your branded application. So this might give them some additional information that you'd like to display to them, maybe showing them where to go for help on the application, where to go for additional assistance, or anything like that that you'd want to show the user as they're installing the application. Finally, down here is the product ID. Now this is the identifier for this particular application that we're developing here. So this, like Brad mentioned, it's your license key. By you setting this to whatever you want here, let's call it just Fire, you're changing the licensing for this application. So only someone with a code that matches your product ID here and the application that's built from this project only that code will unlock this project when it's deployed to the handheld. So even if you created different applications, they could each contain different keys that would unlock the two different applications. So you may have Acme Fire Tracker on the Android device, but maybe also you're selling the Acme fire hydrant inspection application separately. You would give those two products different product IDs, and then they would require different license codes to unlock the software on the handheld. Okay, and the final section here is building your application. Now this is where you're actually creating the package that you're giving to the end users, or maybe you're offering on your website for download to the handhelds. The first option here is an Android package, a .apk file. Now this is the exact same file you would upload to the Google Play Store to offer as a completely standalone product on the Google Play Store itself. So this is if you wanted to deploy to Android devices. Now it's a single file that if you put this on your website someplace, if a user on their Android phone clicked on the link for this .apk file, it would install that application directly to the device. So you no longer need TracerPlus Desktop to deploy the application to that Android device. It's done within this single-click install of the APK. Now, I think in the PowerPoint, Brad had mentioned just CAB files, but it's also the APK files on the Android platform. The other three options here all relate to Windows Mobile and Windows CE. There's a Windows CE CAB file as well as a Windows Mobile CAB file. You would just build the CAB file based on the platform that you were deploying to for Windows Mobile versus Windows CE. Now those are single-click installs, so just like the APK file, if a user were to download the CAB file from your website on their Windows Mobile or CE device, they would just tap on that CAB file and it installs the application as it was designed to that handheld, including all of the TracerPlus Desktop forms that you've created within this project. Same thing for the Windows CE CAB file. The Windows Mobile /CE PC installer, this is a PC-based installer, so this would allow you to create an exe that you would double-click on your PC, and it would deploy the correct, basically, CAB file automatically to the Windows Mobile or Windows CE device. So if you wanted to offer a PC installer, you could select that here as well. But it gives you a little bit of flexibility in how you're deploying the different packages and to which platforms you'd like to build the application for. So I'm going to go ahead just for this demo of my fire extinguisher inspection form here for AcmeCo. I'm going to go ahead and just say, for Windows, I'm going to make it for a Windows Mobile CAB file. I'm going to hit Create Installer. Now, when you do that, you can see it creates, it does the AcmeCo Fire Tracker CAB file. This is, again, going to be the file that you would deploy on your website or send to an end user to install on the device. I'll go ahead and hit Save here. That will go ahead and generate the CAB file. If I were to then jump over to that CAB file within our projects location, okay, you can see here it generated the Acme Fire Tracker CAB file. And at this point, if I copy this to a mobile device, you can see the installation and process. I'm going to go ahead and share a screen of a Windows-based device that I have here on my PC. Let me bring up this screen. So here's my Windows-based device. If I go ahead and copy my CAB file, or if a user downloaded this from your website and just placed it on the device, it's going to copy over to the handheld. When this is complete, the user would simply tap on this CAB file from the File Explorer or from the link on your web page would work as well. So I'll just jump to the File Explorer. Okay, once this copy is complete, I'll show you the full install of the Acme Fire Tracker, which is no longer branded TracerPlus. Okay, so there I copied it over. I have Acme Fire Tracker. Again, this is what would be deployed on your website. You would just tap on this. It goes. It starts installing. You can see it's all branded, installing AcmeCo Fire Tracker. Installs all of the associated files to this application. When it's done installing, I would go to the programs listing of the handheld, and you can see now the Fire Tracker app, which matches my Fire Tracker shortcut, is now available from the programs listing of my Windows-based device here. This would be the same thing for an Android-based device. So I'll go ahead and click on the Fire Tracker app to open it up. When this opens up, you can see again the branding is here for Acme Fire app with the company logo. you can go ahead and hit try it. The new launcher logo is up on the top. The application name is visible. Excuse me. Is visible up in the start menu here, and you can see it's a fully branded application. If I also go to help about, fully branded application for this Acme Corporation that includes the fully configured application that they had designed in TracerPlus Desktop. So again, it's no longer branded TracerPlus. It contains all of the settings that you have created within your TracerPlus Desktop application, and it's fully branded as the Acme Company Fire Tracker application. That was a sample of a Windows-based device. I had a pre-created one for an APK file that I wanted to show you guys. I do have an Android device connected to my PC here. So if I go ahead and open that up, just bear with me 1 second while I share the screen. Okay, I have a screen sharing application. I'm sharing a Nexus device. Get the screen to pop up here. That looks like I already have it open. Okay, so here is my Nexus-based device here for Android. Now I have created a pre-built application, and actually I have some screenshots here of what the Windows or the TracerPlus version would look like. So if I were to see my screenshots of this handheld here, you can see it's branded TracerPlus 9. The splash screen is TracerPlus with the Try It, and we have our receive and delivery applications that are available for this TracerPlus branded app. And again, the Help About screen is branded fully TracerPlus. Now I created an APK file for this handheld that I have copied over to my device for my Speedy Joe's application. So here you can see the APK is called Speedy Joe's. This was generated from TracerPlus Desktop, and many of you may be familiar with where this came from. It's actually one of the Solution Center applications called Speedy Joe's in the route accounting. So if I go to the Speedy Joe's package tracking application, you can see it here. It's a fully branded application. Now, again, if you were to deploy it to a standard TracerPlus license, you're seeing this is a fully branded TracerPlus application. But now I downloaded this application and just used the project settings to create an APK file along with my settings for the branding. And now when I push it to the Android device, you can see here it has the application icon that says Speedy Joe, so it no longer says TracerPlus. If I click on this, it'll go ahead and install the Speedy Joe's application that was a traditional TracerPlus desktop project, which is now an Android application project here. You can see it's fully branded package tracker. It's installing. When it's complete, I'll go ahead and open the application. Now if I bring this up next to the traditional TracerPlus images, you can see here now the application has been deployed. It's branded as Speedy Joe's. It has all of the different branding that has been set within TracerPlus Desktop, the company logo as well as the company information. If I were to go ahead and hit try it, you can see it's still branded excuse me, as the package tracker application with the same desktop projects that were downloaded from the Solution Center on our website. So the Solution Center that's available within the Samples button here on the TracerPlus Desktop home screen. As well as if I jump over to the Help About form on this application, it's again branded as Speedy Joe's with no indication that it's a TracerPlus application that has all of the settings from the TracerPlus Desktop tool embedded within this APK. This APK can be deployed from your website. It could even technically be deployed through the Google Play Store as your own application and deployed with your branding. So that is an Android version of the same TracerPlus Desktop Publisher build that was created from the publishing settings. So again, you would just switch if you wanted to create the Android package, the Android application. You go ahead and select Android here and then just hit Create Installer, and it does the same thing, generates that APK file which you can distribute on your website. Okay, so with that, I think that's all I wanted to talk about today.
I invite everybody to link in with and follow TracerPlus on LinkedIn. LinkedIn's becoming a really valuable tool for us to get our messaging out in smaller bits. And we also have our forums, which are becoming very active with questions and answers. So if you haven't seen the forums yet, please head over to those. Some great information share going on at the forums. That's forum.tracerplus.com. And I think that is it for now. A lot of great questions, and we appreciate everybody joining us this morning. And from there, we'll sign off. Thanks again.
All right, thanks, everybody.